It's a barrel that was forgotten about.
Called an orphan barrel.
I'm John.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
Southside Sippers here. This one is kind of meaningful to us, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it is.
Okay.
We actually got to visit Stitzelweller, where the orphan barrel is kept, apparently. And we got to see it. It was pretty cool. We got to go into the Rick House, and we got to try an orphan barrel scotch when we were there, like 24 or 25 years. It was pretty tasty.
It was really good.
Pretty tasty. So it was kind of exciting, but one of Kaya's all-time favorites, which I don't know if it is anymore.
I don't know. When we were
this.
first getting into bourbon, this Copper Tongue was like my jam.
Yeah.
But the fun thing about these orphan barrels is once the barrels are, I mean, they were literally forgotten about in a rick house, and most of what's in it, they don't really know other than the age statement. And these are blends. This one, Copper Tongue, was named because where they found the barrels was actually in a rick house that was by, they called it Copper Creek because of all the copperhead snakes that frequented the area. So, but once these bottles are gone, they're gone because they can't recreate the barrels because they don't know what was in them. So it's kind of cool. But this one, for whatever reason, I really liked. And we've gone back to it like a couple years later almost, and it was like, nah.
Which is disheartening because when she said she loved it, I went out and searched for it and found several bottles. So we have several bottles of it.
Lovely. But this was a fresh crack, so
we're going to find out.
I feel like sometimes the taste of bourbon changes the longer the bottle stays open.
These three are fresh cracks. This one is
It's a rye.
A rye, Scarlet Shade. This has been open for a little bit. This was part of our rye challenge. So,
and all of these are aged significantly. Like this one, I wrote it down. Copper Tongue is what, a 14-year?
Copper Tongue 16-year. Fable and Follies 14.
This one.
Indigo Hour is 18. And Scarlet Shade's 14. Okay. And Thursday, I came across the this year's, which is something Tiger, and it was a 17-year, and this one over here told me not to buy it. So, yeah.
I don't know. We've tried the Fable and Folly. I was not a huge fan. Again, we've retried the Copper Tongue. It's kind of Scarlet Shade was nah. We've not tried the Indigo Hour.
We've not. So if that's really good.
This has tasting notes on it.
Oh boy. So we may have to go back. I might have to go back and buy it.
We might, because what's this supposed to taste like is going to be really great. These are all around 90 proof. This one's 89.8. Yeah. So let's stop talking. Let's start drinking.
Where are we going? A?
Let's start with A.
Okay. Not the first bourbon / whiskey.
No, I think they find, that's good.
That does not smell good, though.
That's good on palate. They find these barrels in Indiana, Kentucky, and
Tennessee.
Tennessee or Ohio.
Huh.
Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. You're right. I don't like this. I mean, again, these are lower proofs. And you've had some higher proof bourbons earlier in the day.
You're
right. It's got kind of a smoky oak on the nose.
I'm not a huge fan of this. This tastes like Tennessee whiskey.
It's not too bad.
Ooh, I'm not gonna go back to it.
Not bad, huh?
I feel like no.
I did these pours. I didn't pour you enough.
I have a feeling I know what that is.
I don't mind that. I got a little sweet, a little vanilla.
Oh, did I take you give me your notepad?
A little caramel.
Oops.
Is that yours or mine?
It's yours.
Oh, well, that's right.
Mine's at the computer table. Huh.
I'm getting a lingering, like the aftertaste of that's actually kind of smoky. That's interesting.
There's nothing wrong with Tennessee whiskey. I love a good barrel proof Jack, so nothing wrong with Tennessee whiskey. Now, Dickel. All right. No? Not a fan.
Since, well, I'll let you say.
That's got a weird. It's got a weird. That smells funky. I didn't want to say funky because it's not a funk.
Your nose is all wrong. This smells like bourbon to me.
That smells like I want to pungent. I'm thinking of Anchorman when the guys are doing a cologne, and Ron Burgundy's like, that's burning the nostrils. When the other guy brings out Sex Panther, I think.
For cologne.
Cologne.
I haven't seen that
Like
movie
it
in so long.
clears out the office, and the fire department has to hose them down.
That is so a you movie.
It's a great movie. This isn't bad.
Not for me.
Not for you?
It's peppery
I'm getting pepper.
and oaky.
Now that you say pepper, now I'm tasting some pepper. I'm almost getting like a rye spice on that one.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
It tastes like somebody dropped a cork in it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bee.
Ooh, I'm feeling it. Feeling it now.
Yeah.
It's going down the tube.
Ooh, C's got a nice nose.
Have you bought any Orphan Barrels? And have you ever tried the Orphan Barrel? What are your thoughts?
I'd be curious if any of our viewers have been to Stitzelweller either.
Has anyone been to Stitzelweller?
We did that for an anniversary, one of our first distillery tours. So I do think it
It's really cool.
holds a special place.
It does. That's why I said.
But that's different about that tour, and we've been on a small handful of others. You actually got to taste as you walk through, and Jim Beam was the same way. But to taste that, how old was that scotch?
It was either 24 or 25. I can't remember.
It was, I know it was in his 20s. I can't remember
It
exactly
was
either.
either one of those two
But we were sipping that in the Rick House.
in the workhouse.
I mean,
It was
just
really
really
cool.
cool. Yeah. What do you think of C?
That's different.
Now that's pepper. Like that's a grab your tongue pepper.
That's extremely different.
Hmm.
That's got a very different taste to it.
Almost tastes like, yeah, like black pepper.
So did
I didn't read all the tasting notes.
no, but so we've had a Fable and Folly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we finished the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
See, I need to stop. I really need to do the list where I take a picture of all because yeah. That's
Going back to B, I get some baking spice on B.
Did you go to D already?
No.
Oh.
I went back because C is so peppery. It really tames B down quite a bit. And that's about all. Pepper and oak. I mean leather.
That's not terrible. I don't mind that one. I don't mind C.
Yeah.
C's the first one that I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. B was okay. A, meh.
Sorry I didn't pour you enough to keep going back.
That's fine.
Let me share some of mine. I might go back through, double check. I think I'm like an A the best so far.
Really?
And I poured these. I wish I could remember what they were.
Huh.
I poured them and then walked away.
Interesting. You know me.
Oh, that's good.
I want a fruit flavor. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for something fruity, and I don't think I'm going to get anything fruity in any of these. None of these smell good. None of them, actually.
Your
None of them
nose
at
is
all.
broken.
Smells
I
like-
get a fruity pebble on this.
This smells exactly like cleaner.
Like, oh my gosh, no,
maybe
it's
like
not.
maybe like a chloroform. If I smell too hard, I might pass out. What are you trying to do to me down here?
Sneaking some chloroform into your bourbon.
She is.
I get a little fruit on the nose. And that's a little grabby for 90 proof.
How do you know it's 90?
It's got a little oaky because they're all 90.
One's 84.
Copper tongue's 89.8. It's practically 90. I get a little butterscotch in that, and I get a little fruit note in the end. I'll bet you this is that indigo hour. Just only because I read the tasting notes.
Wow, you cheat. She cheated.
I did. And I read the tasting notes on, I think,
Guapa,
Fable and Folly.
Guapa tongue.
And that said pepper. So I'm wondering Fable and Folly is C. And I don't know. I wonder if A is my copper tongue.
That's kind of where I've lent to.
Leaning towards.
The lent to.
Picking up baking spice on B. That would fit with a rye.
You know, maybe it is a good thing that I did not buy that 17 year because I am not super impressed by any of these. Have any of these wowed you?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not really.
I'm going to call it here. I will not be buying Orphan Barrel again.
I like the idea behind that Orphan Barrel.
I like the idea.
Not unless someone else has tried it and been like, this is mind-blowingly awesome. But I think that the 90 proof is a little lower than our
At
sweet spot.
$200 a bottle, I would say we would drive down to the distillery, spend the day, and see if we can get a sample at the distillery before we buy a bottle. If that's
That'd be worth it just to see the distillery again.
if that's an option. So because yeah, I'm
Okay, so we think A is Orphan Barrel, B is the rye,
I got
C,
Copper
Fable and
Tongue
Folly,
A.
and then I have D is Indigo Hour.
Yeah, Scarlet Shade is B, and then C and D I just don't know.
You don't know. Well, let's
I don't have a pick.
actually.
C and D were not too bad. D was okay. I think I would probably pick C above D.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well, I know what it is on your paper because I can see. Well, I just did it right straight down in order.
Oh.
So I was way wrong. Well, except the Copper Tongue. We have A is Copper Tongue.
Fable
I have
and
that one
Folly.
right.
Fable and Folly. Wow.
What was B?
Fable and Folly.
Okay.
C is Indigo Hour.
Wow.
D is Scarlet Shade. So
Interesting.
C, I picked the Indigo Hour.
You did. Now, the tasting notes on this.
It's a really cool label.
It's a really cool label. Hold on. Now, what I thought, I was thinking that this was Indigo Hour. I think it's on this side. It's tiny. Because it's the tasting notes were baking spice and red fruit and vanilla with a hint of butterscotch. And I thought that's what I was picking out on D. And I do not get that out of not get that out of this at all.
I don't get red fruit. I don't get, what did you say? Red fruit and what?
Vanilla and a little touch of butter, creamy
No.
vanilla even.
I might, maybe just a very slight hint of vanilla, but no butterscotch whatsoever.
I don't get any red fruit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They
Okay.
lie. Liars.
No, I feel like everyone's palate's a little different.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue against a master distiller. I can tell you the proof point just based on drinking the things. Yeah, we are by no means experts.
Joke.
But I'm pleased to see that, my Copper Tongue ended up in the top 2 for me. But shocked that the Scarlet Shade Rye was my top pick. I don't
Was
remember liking that quite as well. Although we must have liked it at some point because
Yeah.
3/4 of the bottle's gone.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all of the labels are cool. They're very artistic.
They're neat.
And they're all different every year.
But yeah, this year's, it's got a tiger on it. It's kind of cool. 17 year. I just,
Reminded me of the album cover for Eye of the Tiger. Oh, I was hoping you would sing.
no. Can't do it. Can't do it. Not enough to drink yet.
Well,
So, okay, if you've had all of these, what would you have picked?
yeah. Or any of
Curious.
these. Are we way off the base?
Yeah. Are we just off the reservation
If
here?
you tried the newest for this year's release.
The tiger one, I don't remember the name of it.
Tiger Blood or Tiger Eye, something. Tiger.
There's a tiger on it, but I didn't look at the name. I just saw the
You
tiger on
texted
it.
to me. Anyways, if you tried it and you like it, or you don't, doesn't matter. Let us know.
If it's mind-blowing, let us know if we need to drive down to old Stitzel. and try it.
Please like
And-
and
and-
subscribe.
And maybe I can hold it somewhere. So,
Maybe. Thanks for watching.
sip responsible, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.